We have discussed the difference between value and budget, and we have talked in greater depth on how to cruise on a budget. It's time to get into detail on getting the best value for your budget. Ahoy, travelers! It's Amy with Cruising from the Ozarks here with another Tuesday tip to help you make your vacation a success. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It only takes a second, and doing so helps other cruisers find us. As discussed in a previous video, booking the cheapest cruise isn't always going to get you the best value for your budget. This is especially true if you enjoy any of the add-ons that will add additional cost to your cruise. Most cruise lines do have a reputation of sorts, something that they may be known for. Carnival advertises themselves as the fun ship. Royal Caribbean targets families. Norwegian is known for their relaxed atmosphere with no set dining times and casual attire, along with offering Broadway shows. When you jump up to the next level of mid-tier lines, there's Holland America, which is a more traditional line that often is seen as more sedate with an older clientele. Known for being the Love Boat cruise line, Princess Cruise brings in middle-aged couples, retirees, and multi-generational families. The new kid on the block, Virgin Voyages, is advertising itself to a younger crowd that has money to spend with its all-inclusive, adults-only ships that even boasts a tattoo parlor. And that's just your budget and mid-tier cruise lines based out of the US. There's a lot more options out there. When you sit down to really look at which cruise to book, be sure to take into consideration both what cruise line might have the right atmosphere for you, as well as what kind of amenities that you're looking for. Are you going to have to add a bunch of packages onto your fare? And if so, maybe look at a line that offers an all-inclusive package or something similar. Even if you're working on a budget, with the proper planning and flexibility, you can find a mid-tier line that might be within your price point, especially if they're offering good sales. When researching a cruise, the first price that you will see is the base price. This is going to be the cheapest price the cruise line can possibly show you. And for most lines, that means an interior cabin without taxes, port fees, gratuities, none of that added on. And this is for one person. If you are new to cruising, it may be easy to be pulled in by these prices. But the seasoned cruiser knows that they are going to pay more than double the advertised price. An example of this would be Carnival advertising a 7-day Eastern Caribbean cruise in August of 23, and they show it as $599. Remember, that's for one person in an interior cabin with no extras added. It's $959 for a balcony. Again, this is going to be the base fare for this balcony. No taxes, port fees, gratuities, or any of those add-ons that you may want to eventually add to your cruise fare. And as you can see, when we add this on, we've chosen to go ahead and go with the balcony. We are going to get $200 of onboard credit. You're going to have to double this price for two people, however. Taxes and port fees, they're going to be $149 per person. You're going to add in your gratuities at $102 per person. Now, let's say that you want to add the drinks package. I like to have the drinks package unless it's a port-intensive itinerary. I enjoy having the drinks package. So let's say that that's what we're going to do. We have 3 sea days, so we're going to add that in. It's $420 per person. It's like $60 a day. Wi-Fi is $105 per person. Now, I don't add Wi-Fi, but we're going to add it on because we're going to look at some all-inclusive packages later that already have that added. We're going to make this comparison on what is actually the best value for your budget. So as we go through the options on this cruise, we may find that this is still our cheapest option. But that doesn't mean it is the best value for your budget. That usually depends on what you're looking for in a cruise, and there's a lot to choose from. Before we look at 2 more cruise lines, you should consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps other cruisers know that our channel has content worth viewing. It really helps our channel out, and we are a new channel and can use that help. Make sure you also click the notification bell so you don't miss any future posts. So if we add up all the stuff on Carnival, we find that it's $955 for the balcony. That's the base price of the balcony. $102 for our gratuities, $149 for our taxes and port fees. Our Cheers package, which is our drink package, is $420, and then Wi-Fi is $105. That gives us $1,735 per person. Now, I like to look at how much it's actually costing per person per day. I find that when I'm comparing apples to apples, then you want to look at the per day cost. So the per day cost on this is going to be $248 per person per day. Let's go ahead and compare 3 different cruise lines: Carnival, Norwegian, and Celebrity. We have already looked at our Carnival cost, and we have it as $1,735 per person. Now remember, you cannot book a cruise as just a single person without having some kind of additional cost for that. If you are booking as one person in a single cabin, you're going to pay double cost. Then you have some cruise lines like Norwegian who do offer a solo cabin. They don't have a lot, and they're not on all their ships, but they do have some solo cabins, but you will still pay a premium over a per person cost in a cabin. So we're looking at per person cost, but you're going to have 2 people. Let's look at a similar itinerary on Norwegian with their free at sea added on. So we're looking for a balcony on an Eastern Caribbean 7-day itinerary out of Florida in August, just like we did for Carnival. So this is going to be the closest to the cruise and itinerary we chose with Carnival. So let's look at it. Baseline is $1,099 for an interior per person. Already that's more than what we paid on Carnival. The standard balcony has a base fare of $13.99. Remember, this is per person. We are going to select the balcony, and now you can see that the cost with the free at sea taxes, $3,607. Now that's for 2 people. It switches over and shows you that you're going to have to pay for 2 people. This breaks down to $1,834 per person. We have to also figure in gratuities, which is now $20 per person a day for a balcony on Norwegian. That's an additional $140. This makes our total per person just under $2,000. It's $1,974 per person for this cruise. This is going to be $282 per person per day to give us a good baseline to look at. And that's going to be a couple $100 a person more than what Carnival is going to cost us. Plus, you have to remember that Carnival offered $200 onboard credit, which is $100 a person. So now we're looking at about $300 difference. Plus, Carnival's Cheers package offers more options like specialty coffee that the Norwegian's free at sea drinks package just does not offer. At least not on their main free at sea package. So you're going to have to decide, is that $300 more to sail on Norwegian something you're willing to pay? Maybe it is. Maybe Norwegian has entertainment that you prefer, or food that you prefer, or an itinerary that looks a little bit better than Carnival's. Maybe the atmosphere is more to your liking on Norwegian. Something to check out. Next, we're going to look at Celebrity, which is usually considered a mid-tier line and will usually cost more than lines like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian. Already we can see that Celebrity is having a huge sale during the filming of this video, with 75% off the second person's fare and up to $800 in onboard credit. We're going to find that this is going to make a huge difference in our final cost. We're going to choose the itinerary closest to the others that we've looked at. You can see already that their original price for an interior on this cruise is $1,700. but the sale is going to take it down to less than $500. The newer celebrity ships don't have traditional balconies, so we're going to be looking at their basic veranda cabin. This starts at $905 per person. We're going to choose the all-included option, which has an average per person price of $1,423. Then we're going to need to figure in taxes and fees at $163 per person. Since gratuities are part of the all-included package, that's already taken care of. We don't have to add that in. And that's going to put us at a $1,576 per person for this cruise. We also are getting $200 of onboard credit. This is going to figure in at $225 per person per day, which is significantly less than either Carnival or Norwegian. Shocking, I know, considering we are looking at Celebrity. So as you can see, although Celebrity is considered a mid-tier line, it would normally cost more than Carnival. It's actually our cheapest option. It would still be a better choice even without the onboard credit. And if I was booking this cruise, I would obviously go with Celebrity. It would be the perfect time to try it out and see if it's a cruise line that we would like to sail on more often. I hear their food's amazing. A quick reminder, all of these prices are without insurance, which you will definitely want to purchase, but they're going to be the same cost for all three. They're all about the same price of a cruise, and so your insurance is going to be similar, if not the same, as long as you're getting it from somewhere besides the cruise line. You can purchase through the cruise line, and I've done it. I have cruises booked right now where I have purchased through the cruise line, but I also often will book through an outside source. I hope this sheds some light on why it is important to do your research when you sit down to plan your cruise. That way you can get the best value for your budget. If you haven't already, be sure to check out this video on value versus budget, and then come back next week for another video designed to help you have an amazing cruise. Have a blessed week.